This is L.D. Crusoe speaking for the Ford division. And here it comes, the 1953 Indianapolis Speedway Pace Car. You're watching this great new 1953 Ford on its first time trial, really proving it has all the stamina and power it will need to set the starting pace for this greatest of automobile classics. They're flagging it in now. But before we go in for a closer look, let me introduce you to the man who will drive this car at the Indianapolis Speedway, Mr. William Clay Ford.
I'd just like to say that I'm very excited by having the 1953 Ford named as this year's Indianapolis Pace Car, particularly since this is the 50th anniversary of the Ford Motor Company. It's a great tribute, and we're all very proud.
We're very proud, too, Mr. Ford, not only because our 1953 Ford was named the pace setter for the Indianapolis Speedway, but also because we sincerely believe it will prove to be the leader of the American road.
It's the great new 1953 Ford, official Indianapolis Speedway Pace Car, and its first time trial around Ford's famous Dearborn Test Track. Whichever Ford you choose, you'll find the same thrill of performance and riding comfort that are definitely out front in the new standard of the American road, the 1953 Ford. Here at the world-famous Indianapolis Speedway, once each year, a flag drops and the thrilling Memorial Day Classic is underway. For this year's grueling 500-mile race testing the latest automotive developments, a 1953 Ford was chosen as the official Indianapolis Speedway Pace Car. Here at Ford's famous Dearborn Test Track, they tested and proved the stamina and power beneath the sleek beauty of this great new Ford. Tested and proved the road-hugging stability that enables it to take sharp turns without pitch or sway, thanks to features like Ford's wider front tread, lower center of gravity, and harmonized springing system. The Indianapolis Pace Car is only one of a whole line of Ford leaders for 1953. Whichever model you choose, you'll experience the thrill of performance and riding comfort that are definitely out front, because the 1953 Ford is the new standard of the American road. It's the 1953 Tournament of Thrills. Wheels spin in a burst of power as four new 1953 Fords peel off and the show is on. Here's dramatic proof of Ford's easy handling and ruggedness. The crowd jumps to its feet as one of the cars races for the supreme test of man and Ford, the big jump. Let's take a closer look at that jump, this time in slow motion. This 1953 Ford soars 10 feet above the track, spans 65 feet, then lands with an impact that drives wheels and springs far up under the fenders. That's the kind of punishment these standard production Fords take hundreds of times a year in show after show. And the thousands of miles on the road between shows demonstrates the comfort of Ford's Wonder Ride that absorbs up to 80% of front-end road shock. Comfort and durability are just two of the many qualities that make Ford the new standard of the American road. See, value check, and test drive a 53 Ford soon. Here's what an auto Daredevil driver sees when he weaves down the track at 60 miles an hour. When he swings into a wingover at a 40-degree angle. When he sails over the jump 65 feet through the air. A Tournament of Thrills driver puts his 1953 Ford through this kind of torture every day. These auto daredevils live in a crazy merry-go-round. Round the track, round the clock, round the country. How can a car take such a beating? Let's take a look and see. First, there's a frame that's rigidly constructed. A K-bar frame with 5 heavy steel cross members, and a body so solidly constructed that it takes the shock and twists of such treatment. Ford calls it hull-tight construction. How's this for stability? Ford's wide front tread, 2 inches wider than rear, takes tilt out of turns. The 1953 Ford is rugged enough to star in a Daredevil auto show. Rugged enough to give you and your family fine service. With its 41 worth more features that make the 53 Ford worth more when you buy it, worth more when you sell it, it's no wonder Ford is the new standard of the American road. See it, value check it, test drive it. Once you do, you'll decide you'll be happier with a Ford.
Here's how America's leading stunt drivers test drive the 1950 Ford. They really put it over the jumps. They know it can take it, day in, day out. We wouldn't think of asking you to try this, but we do invite you to test drive the 50 Ford yourself. We want you to feel the power of that quiet new 100 horsepower V8 engine. Sit back and enjoy the cradled comfort of the midship ride. The sound-conditioned safety of its lifeguard body. The sure and effortless stopping power of Ford's king-size brakes. Ask your Ford dealer to let you take the wheel for your test drive, and you'll discover why Ford is the one fine car in the low-price field.
It's opening day at the Speedway. Stand by for thrills. And here's the man to provide them. World-famous stunt driver Joey Chitwood prepares his auto Daredevils for the sensational double ramp-to-ramp jump. And here it is now for the first time in thrill show history. 251 Fords soar through space more than 15 feet above the ground. The crowd yells for an encore and gets it when two more Daredevils put their Fords to the test. Ford's built-in ruggedness meets the challenge. Yes, sir, the 51 Ford has what it takes. Now the slow-motion camera brings you the exciting climax. Watch Chitwood kick them over. These 51 Fords take it, love it, and come back for more. The show ends, but a story is born. A story that will be told and retold by every one of the 5 million thrill show spectators who have seen proof of Ford's performance and Ford's rugged durability. See the great new Ford. Beneath that beautiful fashion line styling are years and years of dependable service. Drive a 1951 Ford. Meet Joey Chitwood and his #1 stunt driver, Snooks Wenzel. Chitwood's original auto Daredevils play a grueling schedule of more than 1,000 shows a year. That's why this last-minute inspection is such a crucial one. No time now for afterthoughts. The last hood goes down and the spotlight is on Ford. Here they come. Bumper to bumper over the low skis. The crowd gets set now for the thrilling high skis. Chitwood at the wheel goes up, up, and down onto the track. Dangerous? You bet. But the 51 Ford has the right kind of balance. Balance that spells safety under every driving condition. Chitwood has been stunt driving for years, and Ford's his choice. Yes, when Chitwood chooses Fords, you know it's the safe car, the right car for you. Drive a 1951 Ford.
Hold on to your hats. Here come Joey Chitwood's Auto Daredevil. There's a thrill a second as these world-famous stunt drivers perform in their powerful new 1952 Fords. Bumper to bumper, 4 cars crisscross, weaving in and out with inches to spare. Watch this. It's Joey Chitwood on the high skis, and even at this amazing 45-degree angle, his Ford gives him perfect balance and perfect control. Now Joey revs it up to set the pace for the spine-tingling climax. The incredible big jump. His proof Ford can take the toughest. One Ford will try an 85-foot leap over another, up, up, and over. Joey Chitwood says,
Ford calls this car the ablest car on the American road. And believe me, that's just what it is. I ought to know because we drive our Fords over 50,000 miles a year from show to show, besides giving them the kind of beating you've seen here.
Yes, Joey Chitwood demonstrates dramatically the extraordinary strength, power, and ease of handling that are engineered into the 52 Ford. Why not test drive this great car yourself? You can pay more, but you can't buy better.